Hi, and welcome to Everyone's a Foodie Now. Today we'll be reviewing Hanny's downtown, and I have a special guest with me, my mother, Jeanette Guarda. Say hi to everybody at home.
Hi.
Again, I am your host, Kenneth Michael, and as you know, you can follow us on Instagram to follow the pictures of the food that we had and of the inside and outside of the restaurant as well. Our first category is food. For our appetizer, we had a cauliflower calabrese. And it consisted of grilled cauliflower with bell peppers, onions, mushrooms, red pepper flakes, and it was topped with onion strings. So, can you tell me what you thought of the food?
Okay, first the presentation was really nice, clean around the plate, and smell good and looks fresh. Most important in the food. I think.
I liked it personally. I thought
Yeah.
it was a good combination. It was fried, but it was very lightly sautéed, so it
Yeah,
didn't have too
not
much
greasy.
oil.
Yeah.
Wasn't very greasy. The cauliflower was nice and tender. It wasn't too hard or overdone. And my favorite part about this appetizer are the onion strings, because it just kind of reminds me of being a little kid and playing with onion strings, and it gives it a texture and the sweetness with the onions that balances out all the other flavors as well. Our first entree, we had the Hanny salad. It consisted of mixed greens, red onions, bell peppers, pistachios, shaved Parmigiano cheese, and an Italian vinaigrette dressing. We opted to get the dressing on the side just because, just have more control over how much dressing.
Yeah.
We're not that heavy on dressing. Tell me what you thought about the salad.
Yeah, the salad came on time. All the food came on time. Was a fresh salad from the garden, I think, in the restaurant. But it was fresh produce.
No, I don't think it was from the garden.
No.
No.
But it was fresh, was delicious, and the dressing on the side was perfect because if he want more or less, it's better to control the amount. to
Yep,
put
I
in
agree.
it.
Also, the salad was fresh. It was crispy. That vinaigrette dressing was nice.
Good.
Probably should just order it how it is and then make a judgment. But I haven't let go of those habits yet. Maybe in the future I'll let it come the way it is, and then I'll make a judgment. And then we also split a margarita pizza. And the margarita pizza was Italian cheese blend, fresh basil, San Marzano tomato sauce, and it's a very thin crust, and the cheeses are imported from Italy. Would you like to tell me what you thought about the pizza?
I love the pizza. Was the smell of the basil does make very interesting, and was thin and crispy, very crispy like the margarita pizza it is. But I love it.
Yeah, it was
a big piece.
It was
too.
a nice portion-sized pizza. It was very thin crust. The cheese wasn't overwhelming, but it had the nice amount of cheese.
And the
Fresh basil
made
just
the
popped.
touch.
It
Yeah,
gave it some
the
nice
touch.
flavors. On its own, I probably wouldn't be full just eating that, but because we had appetizers and we shared another entree, it was satisfying. So maybe something to think about, that if you want to order a pizza, you might want to have something else with it to nibble on. So that goes our food. So all the food came out on time. It was spaced out appropriately. So far, so good. Now for drinks. Next category, drinks.
About 3.
Oh yeah, cheers.
Okay, cheers.
Very good. Just water. Okay, so drinks. We had a Prosecco. It was Italian, Marco Polo. And it had a classic sparkle from Venice,
Yeah.
if you will. And it was clean. It was elegant. The bubbles were hitting the right spots.
I love bubbles.
And had those little notes of citrus, which really stood out. And we ordered a bottle. It came out on time. He had proper serving etiquette with the bottle, so he passed with flying colors on drinks. Ambiance. So what did you think of the ambiance of the location of
Yeah,
Hanny's?
was when we entered the restaurant, was very sweet music and soft music, a relaxing place. The sitting place was a lot of space over there and not too near the other table. And yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. Yeah.
I did too.
And the lighting was good.
So what I wrote down, it's sophisticated, chic, and gives you that city feel. I'm from a big city, so when I go out to restaurants, sometimes I like the feeling of being in a proper city. Phoenix has, a long way to go still, but it has those little bits that are nice. And this place you can go to and feel like you're in a proper city, and it was elegant. A couple of cool features about Hanny's is it used to be a department store. So it's a very big space. They have a upstairs and a downstairs. The downstairs is a little creepy. Do you want to explain to them a little bit about the downstairs?
Was a room with a cage room with doors on against the walls and a table over there, and was creepy because many doors over there in the basement. Yeah, no.
Right, so there's a staircase to go down, there's a chain link fence, and there's off to one side there's a table with a bunch of creepy dolls just sitting there with a bunch of pennies, so people throw coins. I think we threw a few coins in.
Yeah.
You can also just see the rest of the layout of the concrete slab and the posts throughout the basement. In the main floor, you have your dining, your bar, and right above the entrance is a DJ booth.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So that's really nice. The DJ plays, was spinning. It was a weekend. I'm not sure if he plays all the time, but he was playing that day. Mm-hmm. And if you keep going up, right before the staircase to go up, there's an abandoned elevator shaft with plexiglass, and you can walk into the elevator shaft and look up and down to the different levels. Yeah. So that was kind of fun and neat. There's some additional seating upstairs, and the kitchen's upstairs, which was interesting. Mm-hmm. And the restrooms are upstairs as well. There's a lot to explore and a lot to look at, and it makes it fun. All right. Service. How was the service?
When we entered the restaurant, we noticed that no host in there. That is a no good point for the restaurant. But after that, somebody came. He seated on a place. He was very nice. They were waiter. I don't complain about the service, but just they need a host.
Right. So there was a few things that I noticed that could be improved. First, there was no host. So we get there. We're new customers to Hanny's, and there's no host, and it's on a weekend night. After a few minutes, somebody escorted us to a table, and he happened to be our server. So that was one downfall. The service, as far as the food and drinks go, were great. Everything was brought in on timely manner, in order. The drink came out fast. He was courteous, knowledgeable about the menu, and helped us out. So I think they were understaffed that day.
Yeah, it was a weekend also.
It was a weekend. There was just 2 servers, maybe a bartender on the floor. But one thing I noticed was there were no managers on the floor. Mm-hmm. At no point was there a manager walking around, seeing if everything's fine or asking us about our meal.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So server did a great job. No host, no manager on the floor throughout the over an hour that we spent at the restaurant. Yeah. So I think that's something to think about. So with service, I have a little test that I'm going to be doing every review, and it's the to-go test. So we'll leave a little bit of food, and I'll tell the server open-endedly, I'll be taking this to go. At that point, they could either just hand me a box, or they can go above and beyond and offer to box that up for me. In this case, he passed the test.
Yeah.
So good points for the server. Okay, our next category, bathrooms. One of the most important elements of a restaurant is how clean is the bathroom, which is a direct reflection of how clean the kitchen would be, as they say. Yeah. And I would like to hear your opinion on the bathrooms.
Yeah, the bathroom was clean, spacious, no complaint about it. They have everything we need, except I was looking where to put my purse. Was the hole by the door, but no place to put my handbag, my purse. That is, I don't know what to do. Yeah. with the purse.
I didn't have that problem. There were hooks on my restroom, the one that I used. But that's attention to detail is kind of one thing. If you're gonna have hooks for people to hang things and then it's broken off, someone should be checking those bathrooms a couple of times a day to notice it. Let somebody know, because it's those little things that make you start losing points. My bathroom was clean. What I did like about the bathrooms was that there were a lot of bathrooms to choose from, and they were all unisex. There's no men's or women's. Everybody can use interchangeable restrooms, which
you feel like at home.
Right. And one of the cool things about the restroom is that it looks like it used to be an old fitting room area.
Oh yeah.
So there's mirrors, and you can check yourself out when you go in and when you leave the restroom. So I thought that was
Cool.
That was good.
Cool.
So
Yeah.
bathrooms, maybe just a little bit of help on there. The last but most important, if the staff is hot or not.
Yep.
I think so too. The staff
Yeah.
was hot. They were nice as well, which also helps. They didn't seem to have uniforms, did they?
No.
No, I don't think they did.
No. They was clean and gentle.
Yeah, clean and professional.
Handsome, yeah.
Handsome, very handsome.
Yeah.
That wraps up our first review at Everyone's a Foodie Now. If you please go to our website, we have a comment section where you can give us some feedback on our review, maybe your experience at Hanny's. Please go check out Hanny's and give us your opinion on it. Hanny's is located at 40 North 1st Street in Phoenix, Arizona. Again, you can always check our videos at everyone'safoodienow.com. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/everyone'safoodienow. Follow us on Twitter, Kenneth Michael at Everyone's a Foodie. That's EVRYONESAFOODIE. And on Instagram, of course, excuse me, Instagram.com/Everyone's a Foodie Now. So hopefully see you next time. Thank you.
Cheers again.
Cheers. Everyone's a foodie now. Everyone's a foodie now. Everyone's a foodie now. Everyone's a foodie now. Foodie. Foodie.